Right boys, here we go, episode 2 of the career mode series here with Solihull Moors in the National League. If you missed the first episode, do go back and give that a watch, because obviously you will need to pick up some of the storyline that's unfolded so far. Obviously clearly the mod itself is the biggest part of that. We are playing in the 5th tier of English football. I've created the National League, which is the non-league tier of the English pyramid. We will get promoted to League 2 if we do go on and get into the top 2 in this division. That is one thing that people will have to realise about the mod. Unfortunately, we can't follow the same structure as the National League in terms of the promotion and relegation, but we have got 2 teams going up, so first 2 places are up for grabs, and those 2 teams will go up to League 2 and 2 will be demoted. Now, if you do go on to enjoy this episode, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel so that you know when the mod goes live, and also so that you get more of the Solihull Moors career mode content. So let's just get into things and let's take a look at the squad. There's a couple of things that I wanted to mention to you that I didn't get to at the end of episode 1. Cookie Monster was amazing in that first episode, driving forward through midfield, but he's 33 years of age, so he's already started to decline. He's lost 1 point in his overall in that first few runs of games when we won that trophy, and obviously faced off against Notts County in the first game of the season. But even more concerning to that is George Jackson. He's dropped by 6 overall already. He's down to a 47, which is pretty poor, to be honest. But Brendan Rafferty was the saviour of episode 1, because he was absolutely amazing in that pre-season tournament, and he's proved to me that he's going to be the one that leads the line going through this season until we start to pick up some additional players. So let's get on and have a look at the youth academy, because we did bring in some players last time around from our Swedish scouts. Okay, so the 2 players that we managed to bag last time around came from Sweden, from our Swedish scouts. First one being Lucas Peterson. He is 19 years of age. Again, something that the mod allows us to do is bring in players from the age range of 14 to 19, and they don't retire out of the youth academy until they're 20. He has an overall of 56 already and a potential of 60 to 84. Now, we will bring him into the first team lineup in the coming months, but I do just want to have him sit in the youth academy for a short while whilst I still try to understand how things are going on with the main squad itself. We also have a 15-year-old here in Henrik Fredrickson. He also is a centre mid and has 54 overall already. So we can't promote him at this stage, but if you look at his potential, 65 to 89, again going to be a fantastic player. Even if it's not for us, we're going to bring this guy through, and perhaps we need to bank the money in order to go forward throughout the rest of the career mode. But we've already, as I say, bagged a couple of good players here, and hopefully our scout from the Republic of Ireland will come back with a few more gems. Okay, so talking of which, a few days down the line, Ian Kennedy has returned with his first report from the Republic of Ireland, and we've got a couple of players here that might be worth taking a look at. So Eamon McGee, straight off the bat, has an overall of between 42 to 60 and a potential of 56 to 80. We don't know what position he's going to play in, but at this moment in time he's worth £140,000. So again, could be worth bringing into the fold just in case we need to sell some players off in the future. Next up, we've got Joseph Lynch. His potential is dog, 41 to 48. With an overall between 40 to 56. So clearly his 40 to 56 is going to be in the lower region of the 40s, seeing as his potential is there. He's only worth 25,000, so he is going on the scrap pile. Next up, we've got Ian Murphy, 19 years of age, has an overall that should land between 49 to 67 and a potential of between 56 to 78. And I think what's key to remember in this early stage of the career mode series is that potential on the right hand side isn't such a drastic problem for us, because the players that are currently in the squad are in the sort of low to mid 50s, some even in the late 40s. So a player that's going to generate a potential of 78. Once you started to get that experience on board, and they are starting to creep up the ranks. League Two, these players will be decent enough for that level as well. So Ian Murphy's worth £110,000. Again, we will maintain him here in the squad report for next time around, because I just want to see how these stats move, because I have obviously made changes in the way in which the scout reports return. Next up, we've got Neil Bowen, 18 years of age, 46 to 62, and a potential of 50 to 68. Only worth 30,000. So, in my opinion, he will have a low overall starting rate, probably below the sort of 50 rating. But again, I'm going to leave him here. We'll see what happens when we come back next month. Okay, so looking back at the first episode, we managed to win the Champions Trophy, but we then did move on to the first game of the season in the National League, where we were victorious over Notts County, beating them 2-0. The rest of the calendar here for August shows a bit of a packed schedule, so we've got 5 games here in August, and I'm going to try and smash through those in this episode. So it's really going to be a bit of a highlights fest here for this one, because we've got a huge amount of games that we need to get through for Season 1, and I want to keep pushing on with this career mode series in the early phases. Right guys, here we go then. First game of the episode. It is an away game here against Bowen Wood at Meadow Park. Looking for Ennis to make that run. He has made that run and found him. Dropping in slightly there, Rafferty, Cookie, and Andrews unleashes one there from distance. Good tackle by Sanderson. Now he's played that off to Rafferty and he gets round his man. Surely there's a foul there, ref. But we knock that wide. Rafferty should have had a look across for one of his teammates as he blazes that one. Well wide of the target. Puts back. Looking for support. He's found Andrews. Tries to slide it in. Oh, 2 bites at the cherry and still couldn't convert it. FC pace abuse going on here from Bowen. Oh my god, I thought that was heading for the top corner there, but it just drifts wide from Mason's shot just outside the box. It was a lovely curling effort, but Kelly had it covered anyway. Lovely ball. Cockerell Mollett. Oh yes, he snuck it in. The left-footed left back has cut across that superbly to bag his first goal for Solihull, having moved across from Warsaw. Cuts back here, looks across, decides to take the punt, hits the base of the post and in. That is a really good goal from a left back. Good header. And the breakaway now. Brown manages to break up play. But Kelly is good to that effort. We're really knocking the ball around nicely at the moment. And Carter. And they've squeezed it in at the near post. The equaliser right before the full-time whistle has resulted in us having a draw here against Bowen. Done there, Rafferty. Long range effort, and Alan has to pull off a superb save there to keep that one out from Jackson. Okay, so the second game of the episode sees us at home at Damson Park as we face off against Chesterfield. This one out wide to Andrews. Going to Allen. Back to Andrews. Off to Rafferty. Off to the other Rafferty. Turns the corner. Oh, he's hit the post. I surely thought that was going to be a goal there for Rafferty. but he couldn't convert it. And shows his pace. Robs it in. Oh, and the ball just escapes our grasp yet again. But we have picked up a corner. Off the shoulder. And it's a penalty. I brought down Martin. In the box. Oh, that is not a penalty, ref. That really is not a penalty. Oh, it's a terrible, terrible shot by myself. Ah, skewed wide. Mistimed the penalty. And we're still at 0-0. Allen's away. He's chipped it across the box to his partner in crime, Ennis. That really wrong-footed the keeper. And Ennis gets us on the score sheet. Having dominated thus far, we've had two really good shots on target. A penalty miss. But now we've managed to get the home crowd something to shout about. To be fair, it was a chip shot that went awry. But Ennis was there to pick up the pieces and convert for Solihull. Oof, caught Kelly out there with that long range effort, and he just manages to see it at the last moment and pushes it around the post. Good drive forward here. Oh, he's found Rafferty. He's brought down. Come on, what, ref? You are not giving anything there. Are you having an absolute laugh? And he's doing exceptionally well there. Drives on back into the box, looking for a man to lay this off to. He finds Rafferty. And Rafferty takes a really nice shot across the face of the goal. But it doesn't trouble the keeper and goes out for a goal kick. Drew's driving through. Looks for Rafferty. Oh, Rafferty. Oh, what is going on in this game? We just cannot convert our chances. Stumbles over there. Takes the shot. And the keeper does really well to push that one round on the board. An unbelievable collection of chances in that game. We really should have done better with them. Right, here we go, and this game is going to be a bit of a difficult one because we've got quite a bit of fatigue, this one being a midweek game here against Woking, so we're just going to have to see how things go. I've had to have a massive shake-up with the team, but we will do our best out there today. What a lovely pass through to Jackson. Oh, I can't squeeze it past Dunphy. It's a really weak effort, to be honest, considering the opportunity that he had. Lips is away. Can he get his man back in? Allen. Oh, what a terrible effort there from Allen. Tried to think about it too much. Caught out by the defender. And the chance goes a-begging. Nice interception there by Sanderson. Up over the top here. Jackson. Oh, come on, ref. That has to be a penalty. Totally took out Phillips in the box. And we get ourselves a penalty. And he saved it. And they've got it clear. I am absolutely terrible at these new penalties for FIFA. Oh, unlucky Kennedy from distance. It was always climbing though. Tenacious there from Moran. Into Phillips. Cuts back. And the shot drifts wide. The opportunity. Cuts inside. Looks for the cross. Oh, and we just get over the top of it with Jackson from the right hand side. Cannot convert that one. So unlucky with that header. And their first opportunity for Woking, and they've got ahead. It's been one of those games where we just cannot score, and now we're left chasing the game as Woking have gone 1-0 up. A great delivery into the box. The man's escaped the grasp of Sanderson. Kelly can do nothing as he tries to get his hands to the ball, but we really should have done so much better in this game at this point. I can't believe we're 1-0 down. Is he on? Is he onside? He is. What a run by Allen into the box. And a lovely through ball to find him by Kennedy. To be honest, the through ball was a bit of a hit and hope from me as I turned back into the box, and I expected Allen to be flagged offside. He's obviously beat the run of the defence, got himself between them and the goalkeeper as the ball came through and slotted that home. 1-1. Lays it off to Kennedy, into Moran, on the overlap here from Jackson, back for Moran. Darts into the open space. Oh, he tries to beat the keeper at the near post, and so unlucky with the effort. It was a cheeky effort, but he can't quite convert it. Having suffered from some fatigue in that last game out against Woking in the middle of the week, we face off here at home at Damson Park at the weekend against Wrexham with almost a full lineup once more. Great turn there by Andrews in the middle of the park. Cookie into Phillips, waiting for the overlap, and here he comes. Oh, he tries the cheeky chip, but Evans is going to always catch that. Oh, Ennis has given the ball away. Rather cheaply. Oh, where have the defence gone? We've totally gone to sleep in the middle of the park. Opened up a massive amount of space for Wrexham to exploit. And they go 1-0 up. I don't know what the hell was going on there with the two centre halves, but they've totally left their station. Exposed a huge amount of space for Wrexham to capitalise on it. Nice 1-2 there. Can he get back into the box as Ennis rolls his man, puts it into the box. Overhead kick. Andrews with an absolute stunner here in this one. Absolutely brilliant goal. It's almost lost for words there as we watch this floated in by Ennis. Ball's in behind our man Andrews, and he just picks out a lovely weighted bicycle kick there. Just gets there ahead of the defender who's trying to get his head onto it, and that is a stunning goal. Oh no! Defensive error there from Sanderson. Thought he could lay the ball off to Cockrell Mollett. If the striker picked up the ball, yeah, he's gifted them that one. And Wrexham are back in the lead at 2-1. Kelly got his fingertips to it, but he couldn't push it around the post. Come on, Cookie. Nice ball through. And he's took him over. It's a penalty. Phillips picking up a penalty from his opposition. Dominic Evans there, going to ground, picks himself up a yellow card. A rather rash challenge, to be fair, in the box. And hopefully we might try to convert another penalty opportunity here. And it's Rodri Andrews once more stepping up to the plate. And this time he converts it. 2 for Rodri Andrews, 2 for Solihull, and now it's 2-2 in this game. Does try to recover from his mistake. Turn in the box, oh. That is a great goal from Wrexham. Couldn't get at them for whatever reason. It just seemed that we couldn't lay a tackle on them. And they go 3-2 up. This is a game and a half. Cookie Monster's on one of his driving runs from midfield. Cuts inside. Oh, it's a whisker away. So unlucky there from Cook. Tries to. Nice layoff. Andrew goes once more. Comes inside. He's on a hat-trick, don't forget. Oh, so very nearly picking up the match ball there with that effort. Oh, Sanderson there with it. What, ref? That was a great tackle. Off the line. Great stuff by Sanderson. Oh, Rafferty. Oh, in the dying embers of this game, we're into time added on. And Rafferty has stepped up to the plate and beaten the goalkeeper in close quarters to get us the draw. Megged him at the same time. Fabulous stuff from the young Republic of Ireland striker. Okay, so here we go in that last game of the month, and we're facing off against Torquay United at home here at Dampson Park. Oh, great save by Kelly there, having to force it round the post as the striker gets a good shot away. Lovely through ball. Kelly is equal to the challenge. Great tackle by Ennis. Levels the player. Cook. Rafferty. Oh, that's great play. He finds Andrews. Andrews in some open space. He's looking for a pass. Edwards steps forward to pick it up. Man finds himself some space. Lays it off to Rafferty. He'll drive forward with it. Waits for some support. Finds Rafferty. He then finds Cook, and Cook takes a shot, but it's not good enough to beat Mitchell. Look. Andrews, and we just can't get a last attack in before the end of the game. And we finish up 0-0 here at Dampson Park. Right guys, so we find ourselves at the end of August here, having played 6 games. A 2-0 victory over Notts County on the opening day of the season, followed up by a draw away at Bowen. We then went to Chesterfield came to us and we beat them 1-0. We then followed that up with a draw at Woking, a draw with Wrexham, and then another draw with Torquay. So we do need to find our shooting boots. We're making plenty of opportunities as well though, so I'm not too despondent at this stage. We have a lovely striker in the form of Brendan Rafferty, but we perhaps do need some backup. Phillips is okay, but he just doesn't feel the same quality as the young Republic of Ireland striker. So I'm going to leave you here at the end of this episode on transfer deadline day. I'm going to go off and have some thoughts about where we're actually taking things and who we should be looking to bring into the club, and where perhaps we need to invest to make improvements. May not actually buy anybody in this window, so comment section down below is where I want you to let me know who we should be looking at for the next transfer window. Clearly we don't have a huge amount of money to play with, so you do have to bear that factor in mind when letting me know who to go after. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you have, don't forget to hit that like button, and also subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 20 content with the National League here in Solihull Moors. But also, don't forget that this mod itself will be going live shortly, and I'll let you know when the public release is happening. But for now, I've been Summers, and I'll see you next time.